with what Liquid wants to do so far. And aside from that, the EXP lane, we're looking at an EXP lane. Lapu still available. We don't get to see the Yujongs anymore.
You know what? It's so funny because if Sanford actually brought out the Yuzhong, I wouldn't doubt it.
Sean would be making sad noises.
Yeah.
And it could work really well against both the Farsa and the Claws. Oh, the Sora! Okay, it's still there.
Great balance
XP
of
Sora.
engage and as well as good firepower, both magic and physical. Loving it.
Yeah.
My kiss.
Alice.
Will it grant immortality?
This is gonna be a big old skirmish, won't it? Like everyone's just gonna wanna snowball into a death ball and clash against each other either.
Yeah. I'm liking how the fact that their heroes too are very high mobility. Harith, Khalid, Sora.
They can just walk out.
They could just walk out and dodge that Throne of Ruin once it gets thrown at them. So yeah, Lansu does have a very huge responsibility if majority of the setup is gonna come from him. But looking at the lineup, it is gonna come from him.
Ouch.
Put down a third of his health, just like that.
That was a shocking way to actually start off game number 2 here. And again, that's the Desert Tornado. Just hurts like hell.
And look at where he had to fly to. He went all over the map just so they could follow.
MP! Taken down!
no.
The Apex Predator takes him.
Not like that, man.
No,
Not like that. That is a huge tempo swing.
Look, Sean couldn't even position himself in the mid lane.
He's trying to get near, but he can't.
Yeah, just look at how
He's
JP and
missing out on the
Sanji
XP.
Up top though, Nosha gets chased down by Daiki and Carl. That's the Daiki cakes.
How? Why is everyone getting paired with cakes? Okay, but the bigger question, how is this happening across all lanes? Liquid are winning it out. Top, mid, and bottom.
I'll tell you how, Brita. This is their house. They're champions.
Oh,
JP with a flicker forward.
Okay, first Nike, now.
Is this for the first time in MPL history?
What?
Twisted Minds put in their place. is this them getting shown the ropes, as the kids say? Kids say that, right? Kids say that, right?
Kids say that.
Say that.
I love that when you said kids, you immediately turned to Brigida.
No, 'cause
What do you mean?
that's JP and
You did.
Sanji. I can't believe they did it together. Oh my
Sync.
god.
That's called teamwork.
Okay.
Gotta get with the program, you know?
With Liquid up almost 1,000 here, 2 minutes in, they can afford to get a little greedy. Charge Queller to the face of Kaloy. Liquid are playing with their food, essentially. They're taking their time with this turtle take.
Yeah, because I don't know if Lansu still wants to go for any final slash at this point too.
Kaloy with revitalized,
Big
put
opening.
down to a fifth of his health. Lansu looking for that throne. Comes in with the flicker. Carl still secures. Kaloy goes down. 40 gets a kill. MP, can he take down Carl? Yes, he does with that momentum charge stop. But he gets taken down by Dad.
3 for 1.
That's a big ouch. That's a big ouch here for Twisted.
Yeah. Even if MP was there, clearly that favored Liquid. They were able to get so many kills across the board. And at this point, after what we've seen from CarlTzy 2 days in a row, him dying X number of times early on, I feel like doesn't really matter anymore.
Oh, JP with a point blank. Reggie Sandstorm, 40, finds MP once more. Gets a double, takes down Sean. But he gets shut down by Kaloy. CarlTzy going to take that small camp.
Yeah. Why are we seeing this Sora just now? It's such an aggressive Sora. Well, that's aside the fact that he is matched up against the Alice in lane, so there's a lot more leeway for him to just constantly go out and join in the fights.
Ooh.
Ooh, they're doing that over and over again. Look at Kaloy.
Glorious Pathway dropped in.
What?
Throne of Ruin, no one home. JP pushing Kaloy back.
What is happening here, Twisted? I'm feeling a little bit of nerves here. From not just from specific members, right? From most of them.
Or there's a bit of a disconnect. Like MP the King, he's still doing
MP things.
MP things.
MP the thing.
MP the things. he was still present in that objective. It's granted that Lansu and the others couldn't just really go in. But Twisted Minds, after especially what Sean has been through in the mid lane, I kind of get it. They need a bit more time.
They're trying to buy as much time as they can. That's why CarlTzy mostly is running defensive. If you guys will notice on the high loss, doesn't really want to forward too much. Even at this point, CarlTzy is just on river duty, river watch, basically.
Standing beside JP. That's all they can do.
Not sure what the plan is here for Twisted. Obviously, they're trying to slow it down.
All right, they jig is up. I thought Sean was going to wait till the last moment. CarlTzy underneath, tier 1 in mid. Pops that Vitalize plus Glorious Pathway to survive the onslaught from Sanji and CarlTzy. That's a go signal. Take it. 40 goes into Thunder form. Looking to get a kill, maybe a couple. Pushing back 3, feathered airstrike, and Sanford gets out of there, and he's still keeping up the pressure as CarlTzy secures the turtle.
That's like the third time that he popped Thunder. It's always Thunder form here for Sanford.
Yeah, and he did all that by himself. Liquid, they were positioned in their lanes. CarlTzy together with JP were working on the objective. They have all sides covered against Twisted Minds. MP the King has a lot of catching up to do.
40 in Thunder form once more, trying to take down Lanzu, and Lanzu comes in with the flicker, taking down 40, and the trade, the push in mid.
Yeah.
Big trade here.
And
the
Nosha
kill.
went down. How?
That was Daiki and Sanji without both of their ultimates, so I'm assuming Nosha had a miscalculated BMI or even misuse of the Blazing Duet, and he gets caught under the 2 ultimates.
Whoa!
Daiki though.
Daiki!
Flicker out, survives both Sean and CarlTzy's attempts. Now Sanji looking to clap back. MP in the perimeter.
On the
So
chase.
is Daddy JP. JP's holding on to both the Flicker and a Raging Sandstorm. All right, no action just yet.
All right, I can tell why they're going for broken walls now.
Why?
You're seeing Daddy JP basically making a beeline for a target. No blocks whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
The Khalid is enjoying it. He's just everywhere.
It's a force multiplier for the Sandwalk.
Yep. And now Liquid are slowly taking away a huge chunk of Twisted Minds and their remaining resources. MP the King doesn't get his purple again.
Yeah,
CarlTzy guilty of Grand Theft Purple.
that is huge. Obviously, CarlTzy has been very low-key here in this game, just basically securing most of the objectives for himself with very little assist, honestly.
He's taking MP's lunch money.
It's all of it, plus
Bullying
more,
him.
plus a little bit more tax.
Yeah,
How do you like that, Michael?
MP, Michael's being down bottom. Looks like they've already given up the turtle yet again. They're just going to focus on the opposite side of the map. Okay.
Oh, and he's gonna take his lunch money again!
Oh my
Even
God.
Orange gets denied!
So the economy is just gonna slowly inch towards Team Liquid with everything happening right now. And a little bit of force on the flicker. That's big!
MP! Gets taken down by 40 and JP!
So he loses his lunch money, he loses his life. MP's just not having a good day.
Oh, JP doesn't survive that.
A little bit of redemption.
Yeah.
That was JP's first death, by the way. Given all of his antics crossing deep in the Twisted Mind side of the jungle, his first death
Surprising that it's only his first.
in 8 minutes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, true. For the past 8 minutes, he's always been like right in their face. So,
Whoa.
we're taking a quick look at the
Oh, that's the Infinix hand cam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that Infinix hand cam.
The mechanics on CarlTzy Suyo.
Suyo.
And it's the best time to do it because he's just naturally farming on that side. How do you fast farm?
I think maybe equally as mobile as a Lancelot, Suyo does what CarlTzy likes.
Yeah. Just goes in and out. There's a lot of dashes, some clutch ways to secure kills and go in for the cleanups. A lot of sustain too, so long as you get that killing spree. And Twisted Minds, looking at their lineup right now, it will be taking some time.
Hey! Daiki and Sanji get caught by this 4-man coalition from Twisted. How'd that happen?
Twisted finally find the opening. CarlTzy!
CarlTzy gets bursted down, but no, he's not done. Nosha with the defensive uses blazing the weapon. CarlTzy still finds him, and Nosha punishes the GOAT. I don't care about my idols. We will win no matter what. 4-for-1 trade.
A miscalculation on the dash from Carl following that pickoff, or those two members that Twisted Minds eventually got to pick off. Oh, Sanford!
40, there's 4 in there, and there's a flicker, feathered airstrike! Ford and Blue gets eaten up by Twisted.
Oh, we are seeing an audition happen in real time, ladies and gents.
Oh, Throne of Ruin!
What?
And they think Liquid are just stopping this Lord take. Lord is very low. Down to an 8. Daiki gets caught between 4. Flicker forward. Nosha, another blazing duet. Nosha still alive. MP secures. JP with the flicker kill on the Nosha. Double kill for Daddy.
Okay.
Wow. That was bloody.
It was. MP the King. He really fought for that. But that flicker raging sandstorm coming in from JP to take down these members. We're even now. 10-10 on the kills for both Liquid and Twisted Minds. But I have to say, this isn't the first time in the series that a sudden surprise play from a high loss turned things around.
We're actually averaging 2 kills a minute here so far in our series. Look at that Infinix hand cam. A GT series being used by CarlTzy, the GOAT himself. Looking really good, and of course suffering casualties as well. Twisted making their mark.
We are seeing so many instances of Liquid slightly overheating in this game. They do still have the lead though, but definitely will have to work on the Lord. And now that Lansu has been in a more stable position, 2-0-5 on this Alice, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for another big play.
Okay, they're not out of the woods just yet. Lord is just about to march in. So even if they did get a good clap back in the pit with JP's heroics, they have to take care of this Lord. They might even lose tier 2 down bottom.
Losing tier 2 is going to be, I guess, going to be okay for TLPH as long as they don't pop the protection. But I think that will be trying to hold on. Look at CarlTzy as well.
They do get a trade up top.
Yeah, they all went back. They saw CarlTzy up top, and every single member of Twisted Minds reacted to that.
Decent recovery. That's a decent recovery here for TLPH, but they were losing and they were bleeding resources quick.
So bottom lane tier 2 for Holy Shield up top. I think Liquid have found a way to kind of inch their way back into a commanding position.
Got a little bit more TL-sided in that last one.
Yep, the post-Lord fight, yeah.
Carl still 2k ahead of MP, also picked up the Queen's Wings just now. So there is a bit of catching up for MP the King, but we saw in that previous team fight around the Lord that he is still capable of doing what's expected of a Leomord once you give him an opportunity to do so. But that will require Twisted Minds again successfully taking down at least 1 or 2 members away from Liquid who are very crucial in establishing that box.
It feels like they need like a multiple series of unfortunate events from Team Liquid for that to happen again. And so far, TLPH looks like they tightened up a little bit more on that side. But now, how do you emulate that again? I guess that's the problem for Twisted.
Oh, the feathered airstrike?
I think Sean knew that JP was onto him, and now CarlTzy follows through. Kaloy guarding his mid laner's backside. Lord spawns in the upper quarter.
Okay. Lance and Sanford first to position here. CarlTzy still on the opposite side of the map once again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right, which most Suyos would do that, just to play around on the other side, use your mobility, your advantage.
Yeah, he can literally run there.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, so quick.
Dude, they don't have any information that Sean's potentially gonna come from that angle.
Let's see. So far, TLPH holding it steady here on Lord.
Kaloy drops the Glorious Pathway. JP answers back right from that river brush. Sean with a feathered airstrike. Lord left about 4/5 of its health. Real world manipulation coming through, and they cancel it just as quickly. Nosha with a long range blazing duet. Down goes Kaloy. 1-for-1 the trade. Down goes Sean. 40 finds him, and another one for the Apex Predator. Triple kill for 40.
You know what, low-key, it is the 40 show here, right now for TLPH. Free down onto the Thunder form once more.
That was a clutch change of target for Sanford. He saw that the Winter Crown was in play for Nosha, decided to go for Sean instead, and once the duration was down, still went in for that kill towards Nosha. big for Team Liquid Philippines, finally able to take this Lord, and Twisted Minds again on the back foot.
Very ult-reliant matchup. And in that moment, in that Lord fight, it's whoever used their green dot better.
The green dots matter. Not just their lives. The dots matter.
Yeah.
So
I think their lives more.
their yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But yeah.
And aside from that, Daiki, we're starting to feel the damage. He was alongside JP. Oh, it doesn't land.
With the flicker spent too.
Wait a second. Is that an
Liquid
opening?
is going to punish hard here. In comes Daiki, dropping the Zaman Force. Down goes Kaloy. Better air strike by Sean. He's dropping all these salvos. Can't even take down the goat. CarlTzy walks away.
Series of unfortunate events, but for Twisted.
Oh,
my
a second
God.
too long. Gets popped by Daiki.
He didn't have his winter crown at that moment. That was a risk he took, but he did not expect the damage.
Another
from
Zaman
Daiki.
Force from Daiki inside the base. Takes down MP the King. Now Lansu in his sights. Can Daiki find another? Gets a double. Where's the recall? There it is. He's feeling himself. Liquid standing on business. About to get their second win in Season 17.
Win can be